In the vast sky, where every movement happens in silence, a dive will decide everything. Giant beaks create the overwhelm. Not absolute strength, but a strategic robber. And food is the supreme being. Welcome to the most terrifying attacks of birds, where speed, instinct, and a small deviation decide the outcome. Pelican, possessing a giant throat pouch that can hold up to 11 liters of water, pelicans are exactly the most uniquely accurate fishermen of the sky. The pelican's throat pouch can expand extremely wide. Its capacity is actually 3 times larger than its own stomach. Do not let the gentle appearance fool you. The pelican is an extremely terrifying, opportunistic carnivore. When lacking fish, they are ready to swallow chicks of other species, ducklings, or even adult pigeons in just one mouth opening. When the pelican opens its mouth to scoop fish, its lower jaw is not as rigid as we think. It is actually 2 flexible bone strips that can bend and flare outward, turning the pouch under the beak into a giant fish scoop net. In that moment, it can scoop an amount of water weighing equivalent to its own body weight. Like snakes, pelicans always try to turn the fish to swallow the head first. This is extremely important because fish fins often have sharp barbs. If swallowed backward, these fins can pierce or tear its throat pouch and esophagus.
15 minutes.
Falcon versus pigeon. The peregrine falcon is not only the fastest predator on the planet, but also a masterpiece of creation in aerodynamics. Once locking onto the target, they fold their wings and turn into a biological missile, diving down at a terrifying speed of 320 kilometers per hour. Possessing dual vision with 2 fauvons helps them perceive depth. Along with nasal bone tubercles allowing them to slow down the airflow and respire when diving at high speed, the falcon is the inspiration for modern jet engine designs. A predator carrying the speed of death. The falcon can hunt easily on a straight flight path, but the difficulty reveals itself when the prey creates zigzag flight paths, hoping to break the enemy's attacking trajectory. Despite being the fastest predator, its hunts are not always successful. Skua versus penguin. Dubbed the pirate of the sky, the skua does not live by diligence, but lives by the fear of other bird species. With a muscular body and powerful wings, they are not only predators, but also professional muggers, ready to attack even opponents larger than themselves to snatch food. Despite not having a very large size, the skua is ready to attack anything encroaching on its territory, including humans or larger birds of prey. In Antarctica, the skua is the #1 enemy of penguin colonies. Amidst thousands of individuals packed close together, the penguin flock seems to have created an impenetrable living fortress. However, the skua, an opportunistic predator with extremely sharp vision, only needs a single moment of negligence to pierce through that defensive wall. Young penguins are separated from their parents' arms and suffer brutal attacks from the cold-blooded ones. They even drag the prey to deep water to drown it. But luckily, a large penguin quickly saved the tiny creature. The young one escaped and was brought back to its small family. Heron versus gopher. Herons are specialized ambush predators. These are opportunistic birds of prey, highly adaptable to many ecosystems, from underwater environments to grasslands, where they hunt fish, reptiles, and small mammals alike. With a fast attacking mechanism, it utilizes specialized joints in the cervical vertebrae to launch its beak at extremely high velocity. An important adaptation to catch agile prey like snakes in shallow waters. When consuming large or spiky prey, the great blue heron must orient the prey head first before swallowing. This behavior is very important to protect the esophagus. It ensures the spines or scales on the back fold back smoothly, preventing internal organ damage during the swallowing process. Their survival depends on the combination of highly accurate spatial judgment and fast muscle coordination. On the dry grassland, a heron is displaying the ultimate stalking art. Lowering its body center of gravity not only helps it hide from the prey, but also creates absolute balance for every movement step. Their visual structure is designed to catch on to every smallest movement in a low-contrast environment. It walks with absolute silence, completely eliminating friction sound. And when the distance reaches the ideal level, the attack is launched in less than 60 milliseconds. The beak edge with a sharp structure creates an extremely strong clamping force on the neck, directly destroying the central nervous system and making the animal instantly motionless. A too massive meal for the stalking effort just now. When the spear-like beak has hit the target, even if hiding deep underground, the gopher cannot escape the death sentence from the sky. Eagle. Amidst the freezing battlefield where the Lord's crown has been lowered, a brutal feast is taking place. The eagle, the king of the sky, is now standing there, arrogantly possessing the gift of death. However, this throne is not peaceful at all. Around it, the shadows of hungry souls are lurking. Covetous eyes are stalking, waiting for a loophole moment of the powerful one to lunge in and snatch. But on the banquet table of death, the crown does not guarantee fullness. The eagle may be the strongest, but in the battle of hungry stomachs, the most reckless one is exactly the one who can snatch the food right from under the Lord's feet. Where the ice never melts, the red fox is performing a life and death dance on the frozen lake surface. It knows the sounds of the fishermen not only bring food, but also summon ghosts coming from the sky. When the sound of falling fish rings out, it is also when other hunters trample each other scrambling for food, but unfortunately drop the prey below. The red fox is already there, snatching the prey as fast as lightning. But it forgot one rule. In this territory, whoever has a larger wingspan, that one has the right to keep their life. Possessing superlative vision, the martial eagle can lock onto a target from miles away. Every carelessness on the ground must be paid for with an unavoidable punishing blow from the air. The diving speed exceeding 200 kilometers per hour turns the bird into a true bullet. The warthog's weight creates a fierce struggle on the ground. However, the martial eagle utilizes its wingspan of over 2 meters to concentrate its center of gravity, forming a perfect cage to maintain the posture of pressing down on the target. The massive gripping force from the martial eagle's talons continuously creates pressure on the warthog's body. Even though the victim kicks its legs violently to struggle, the bird of prey's biological weapon does not loosen at all. The predator has won completely. The meal is secured right on the harsh ground. In the natural world, just a moment of negligence is enough to decide life and death. What you have just watched shows that in the world of birds, speed and precision are exactly the deciding factors. And just a small deviation is enough for everything to reverse in an uncontrollable way. Every encounter harbors risks, where the attacker can also have to pay the price. If you find this video fascinating, hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many other dramatic wild moments. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the next video.